Hello, my name is Gary, and I was raised in the Western United States, so I'm a native English speaker. I hope that you will enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us.
IELTS Academic Reading, Cambridge 1, Test 3. Moles happy as homes go underground. The first anybody knew about Dutchman Frank Siegmund and his family was when workmen tramping through a field found a narrow steel chimney protruding through the grass. Closer inspection revealed a chink of skylight window among the thistles, and when amazed investigators moved down the side of the hill, they came across a pine door, complete with leaded diamond glass and a brass knocker set into an underground building. The Siegmunds had managed to live undetected for 6 years outside the border town of Breda in Holland. They are the latest in a clutch of individualistic homemakers who have burrowed underground in search of tranquility. Most, falling afoul of strict building regulations, have been forced to dismantle their individualistic homes and return to more conventional lifestyles. But subterranean suburbia, Dutch style, is about to become respectable and chic. 7 luxury homes cosseted away inside a high earth-covered noise embankment next to the main Tilburg City Road recently went on the market for $296,500 each. The foundations had yet to be dug, but customers queued up to buy the unusual part-submerged houses whose back wall consists of a grassy mound and whose front is a long glass gallery. The Dutch are not the only would-be moles. Growing numbers of Europeans are burrowing below ground to create houses, offices, discos, and shopping malls. It is already proving a way of life in extreme climates. In winter months in Montreal, Canada, for instance, citizens can escape the cold in an underground complex complete with shops and even health clinics. In Tokyo, builders are planning a massive underground city to be begun in the next decade, and underground shopping malls are already common in Japan, where 90% of the population is squeezed into 20% of the land space. Building big commercial buildings underground can be a way to avoid disfiguring or threatening a beautiful or environmentally sensitive landscape. Indeed, many of the buildings which consume most land, such as cinemas, supermarkets, theaters, warehouses, or libraries, have no need to be on the surface, since they do not need windows. There are big advantages, too, when it comes to private homes. A development of 194 houses, which would take up to 14 hectares of land above ground, would occupy 2.7 hectares below it, while the number of roads would be halved. Under several meters of earth, noise is minimal and insulation is excellent. We get 40 to 50 inquiries a week, says Peter Carpenter, secretary of the British Earth Shelterings Association, which builds similar homes in Britain. People see this as a way of building for the future. An underground dweller himself, Carpenter has never paid a heating bill, thanks to solar panels and natural insulation. In Europe, the obstacle has been conservative local authorities and developers who prefer to ensure quick sales with conventional mass-produced housing. But the Dutch development was greeted with undisguised relief by South Limburg planners because of Holland's chronic shortage of land. It was the Tilburg architect Joe Herkmans who hit on the idea of making use of noise embankments on main roads. His 2-floored, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom detached homes are now taking shape. They are not so much below the earth as in it, he says. All the light will come through the glass front, which runs from the second-floor ceiling to the ground. Areas which do not need much natural lighting are in the back. The living accommodation is to the front, so nobody notices that the back is dark. In the U.S., where energy-efficient homes became popular after the oil crisis of 1973, 10,000 underground houses have been built. A terrace of 5 homes, Britain's first subterranean development, is underway in Nottinghamshire. Italy's outstanding example of subterranean architecture is the Olivetti Residential Center in Ivrea. Commissioned by Roberto Olivetti in 1969, it comprises 82 one-bedroomed apartments and 12 maisonettes and forms a house-hotel for Olivetti employees. It is built into a hill and little can be seen from outside except for a glass facade. Patentia Valecchi, a resident since 1992, said it is little different from living in a conventional apartment. Not everyone adapts so well, and in Japan, scientists at the Shimizu Corporation have developed space creation systems which mix light, sounds, breezes, and scents to stimulate people who spend long periods below ground. Underground offices in Japan are being equipped with virtual windows and mirrors, while underground departments at the University of Minnesota have periscopes to reflect views and light. But Frank Zygmunt and his family love their hobbit lifestyle. Their home evolved when he dug a cool room for his bakery business in a hill he had created. During a heat wave, they took to sleeping there. We felt at peace and so close to nature, he says. Gradually, I began adding to the rooms. It sounds strange, but we are so close to the earth, we draw strength from its vibrations. Our children love it. Not every child can boast of being watched through their playroom windows by rabbits. Questions 13 to 20. Reading passage 2 has 9 paragraphs, A to I. Choose the most suitable heading for each paragraph from the list of headings below. Write the appropriate numbers in boxes 13 to 20 on your answer sheet. Paragraph A has been done for you as an example. NB. There are more headings than paragraphs, so you will not use all of them. List of headings. A designer describes his houses. Most people prefer conventional housing. Simulating a natural environment. How an underground family home developed. Demands on space and energy are reduced. The plans for future homes. Worldwide examples of underground living accommodation. Some buildings do not require natural light. Developing underground services around the world. Underground living improves health. Homes sold before completion. An underground home is discovered. Questions 21 to 26. Complete the sentences below with words taken from the reading passage. Use no more than 3 words for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 21 to 26 on your answer sheet. "21. Many developers prefer mass-produced houses because they sell quickly. 22. The Dutch development was welcomed by South Limburg planners. 23. Herkman's houses are built into embankments. 24. The Ivrea Center was developed for Olivetti employees. 25. Japanese scientists are helping people adopt to underground life. 26. Frank Ziegmund's first underground room was used for his bakery business.